Hola! Hello, my name is Natalia and welcome to Bori Abroad. Welcome to Travel Thursday. New location, I know. It's been a hectic couple of days because moving to a new country ain't always easy, you know? I am currently at an Airbnb. I plan to move out tomorrow, hopefully, if I find an apartment. Let's see, it's in the works. But yeah, how are you guys? How is your life? I would like to know. So recently I traveled to Sao Paulo, but that is not where I'm going to be living in Brazil. I'm going to be living in a town in Minas Gerais. So I had to take a 9-hour bus to where I am currently living. I hate buses. I get car sick, seats are uncomfortable. It's like I prefer traveling other ways. However, Brazil surprised me because I had a reclining seat, I had a lot of space, it was smooth sailing. Like, I really had a good experience traveling by bus in Brazil, and that's the main way to travel throughout, at least where I am in Minas. So I have to get used to it whether I like it or not. But that gave me the idea to give you guys 5 tips to make your bus travel experience better, because not every bus has super spacious seats or reclining seats. Like, I didn't book this ticket, so I got lucky, but I don't think that's gonna be the case every time. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you like traveling in buses, or what is your preferred mode of transportation. I personally like trains better than buses, but you know, we don't all get what we want. Also, don't forget to follow Bori Abroad on all your favorite social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. There are videos every Tuesday or Thursday, or both, depending on the week and what's happening in life. So for this Travel Thursday, we're going to be talking about 5 tips to make your bus traveling experience a little better, because sometimes it can be like extremely tedious. Here are 5 tips to make your bus traveling experience a little bit better. Number 1 is have everything important on hand. And I know this might be obvious, but I struggle with having everything on hand, like my ticket, my passport. Like, I struggle with that. So I recommend, like, you have, let's say, your backpack and your suitcase, having an extra like type of purse with you. If they say like, oh, you can only have one personal item, you can easily put that little bag inside your big backpack. But I did not do this. I was struggling like all over the place to look for my documents. So yeah, you should definitely have some sort of little purse, or have it easy access, so that when people ask for it a couple of times, you can easily give it to them and not hold up the line, not annoy the person that's checking everyone in, because I did that. Number 2 is pay attention to what the employees at the bus station say, especially if it's in another language. I was with the person that I am working with here throughout the 9 months, and we kind of heard our city being called, but we were confused as to like if they were boarding, if they were not boarding, if it was like, oh, we're gonna board in a few. It turns out that they were calling for boarding, and it was like 2 minutes before the bus left, and we had all these suitcases, and the guy seemed really annoyed. So please be aware of what the employees say, especially if you do not understand the language fully. I have been able to understand Portuguese for the most part. I cannot speak it, or at least I'm really shy about speaking it. So I was very confused when this guy was saying like, oh, you need to get on the bus. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. Tip number 3 is to bring things that will make your trip comfortable, even if they take up a little bit more space in your like backpack or your hand luggage. Things like headphones. I brought a neck pillow. Some people brought eye masks because we were traveling during the day. The sun can bother you if you're trying to sleep. If you get sick, pack motion sickness pills or wristbands or whatever, because getting on a bus and getting sick is the worst thing ever. You're gonna have a miserable time. So for things to bring that will make your trip more comfortable, definitely bring motion sickness pills if you do happen to get sick. Or it's just good to have them because you never know how bumpy the ride's gonna be. Like, you might be swerving like potholes and the bus might jump more than usual. Be prepared. I brought 2 packs of Dramamine because I think I'm gonna be traveling in buses for a while if I ever want to get out of my city. So pack that, because you don't want to have like a super sick trip. It's awful. Like, I can speak from experience. So just things that you think you're gonna need to make your trip a little bit more comfortable, especially because I mentioned that we got lucky to get reclining seats and like really big seats. Like, that's not the case every time. So try and make your 9-hour trip or 12 hours or 18-hour trip a little bit more bearable by having some sort of like little things here and there. They can really make a difference. Tip number 4 would be to pack snacks with you, because even though these long bus trips have stops here and there, you might get hungry in between stops, or you might get really bored and start eating like I did. It's important for you to bring extra things. Water is also very important. So bring little snacks here and there, because you never know if you might get hungry along the way, and having to wait 4 hours for the next stop kind of sucks. Just plan ahead, because it would suck if you have to starve for a while in the bus. Especially because I think when I'm hungry, I get more motion sick. I feel like when I have a full stomach, it's easier on the body. I don't know if you get motion sick. It's a thing that has happened to me in my adulthood, if I am even an adult. And number 5 is to pay attention to people around you on the bus, especially when it comes to you going to a certain stop. Time goes by rather quickly, in my opinion. You usually get 20 minutes or so to go to the bathroom, get a snack, and things like that. If you're not aware of the time, at least be aware of the people around you, because odds are someone is taking consideration of the time and you can go follow them when they get on the bus. I did this just because I'm nervous to like be left in the middle of nowhere. That's an important tip. Pay attention to either the time or the people around you so that you know when you have to return to the bus. Or pay attention to the bus driver. They sometimes go a little bit earlier to the bus, but pay attention to him as well, because if he's eating or something, the bus is not leaving without the driver. Here is a bonus tip, because I did not know this. Buses can weigh your luggage and charge you extra fees if it's too heavy. So we were going to the bus 2 minutes before it departed. Even though we were at the gate, I would say 30 minutes before the bus departed. He was like, oh, this is more than 30 kilos. And I was like, so? He's like, oh, it can only be, I don't know, 20, whatever. I don't know what he was saying regarding like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't take this on the bus. I didn't know, but we were late. He was like, oh, atrasado. So like, whatever, I'll put it on the bus. But that can happen to you. You might not be lucky and like make a bus driver all stressed out because it's late and he just like forgets about it. But they can weigh it. And I'm confused whether or not you have to pay there. You have to pay at the bus station. You can't take it at all. I'm very confused about that. If you know what happens, leave a comment down below. Know that they can say, oh, this is too heavy, because it did happen to me. I think they let it slide because the bus wasn't completely full. I would usually say try and travel light, but if you're moving to a new city, like I don't think there's any way you can travel super light. Those were my tips on how to make your bus travels a little bit more bearable. If you like this video, give it a like, comment down below if any of these are useful, or if you have any of your own bus travel tips. I would love to hear them. Don't forget to follow Bori Abroad on all your favorite social media platforms, and there will be no video on Tuesday because I am not going to be in my city, and I am not taking my laptop where I am going because I do not want it to get taken away or stolen or anything like that. There will be no video Tuesday, so I will see you guys Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Obrigada. Bye.